Have you ever wondered what really goes on in a woman's mind when it comes to sexuality and sex? What are the secrets and complexities behind women's desires, thoughts, and experiences? Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of women's sexuality, uncovering truths that might just blow your mind. Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the fascinating world of human psychology and relationships. If you're here to learn, grow, and maybe even rethink some of your assumptions, you're in the right place. Women's sexuality is often misunderstood, oversimplified, or even overlooked. But today, we're setting the record straight by exploring some mind-blowing facts backed by research. These insights are not only intriguing, but also empowering, whether you're looking to understand yourself better or strengthen your relationships. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's dive into the fascinating world of women's sexuality. Women's sexual desire isn't as simple as you think. First things first, women's sexual desire is complex and multifaceted. Unlike the commonly held belief that men have a higher and more straightforward sex drive, research shows that women's sexual desire is more dynamic and influenced by a variety of factors. Fact number 1, context matters more for women's desire. For many women, the environment and emotional context play a crucial role in sparking sexual desire. This means that feeling emotionally connected, safe and valued can be significant turn-ons. The brain is the most powerful sexual organ, and for women, it's often the emotional connection that ignites desire. This is why foreplay isn't just about physical touch. It's about creating an emotional atmosphere that makes a woman feel desired and connected. So the next time you think about what turns women on, remember, it's not just about what you do, it's about how you make her feel. Fact number 2, desire fluctuates more for women. Another fascinating fact is that women's sexual desire can fluctuate more significantly than men's over time. Hormonal changes throughout the menstrual cycle, stress, relationship dynamics, and even the day's events can all impact how a woman feels about sex at any given moment. This means that what works to ignite desire one day might not be as effective the next. Understanding this can help both women and their partners be more patient and adaptable when it comes to sexual intimacy. Women's sexual satisfaction is deeply tied to emotional intimacy. While physical attraction is important, emotional intimacy often plays a more significant role in women's sexual satisfaction. Fact number 3, emotional connection enhances. Physical pleasure research shows that women who feel emotionally connected to their partners are more likely to experience higher levels of sexual satisfaction. This emotional connection helps women relax and fully engage in the moment, making sex more enjoyable and fulfilling. So, if you're wondering how to improve your sex life, start by deepening your emotional connection with your partner. Talk, listen, and show empathy. These simple actions can make a world of difference in the bedroom. Fact number 4, the orgasm gap is real, but it's closing. One of the most talked about topics in women's sexuality is the orgasm gap, the fact that men typically reach orgasm more frequently than women during heterosexual sex. However, the good news is that this gap is closing as more couples become aware of it and prioritize mutual satisfaction. One reason for the gap is that women often require different types of stimulation to reach orgasm, and this can vary greatly from one woman to another. Understanding and communicating what feels good is key to bridging this gap. So, ladies, don't be shy about exploring your desires and sharing them with your partner. Women's sexuality is more fluid than you might think. Fact number 5, sexual fluidity is common in women. One of the most surprising facts about women's sexuality is its fluidity. Research has shown that women are more likely than men to experience changes in their sexual orientation and attractions over time. This means that a woman who identifies as heterosexual might find herself attracted to women at some point in her life, and vice versa. This fluidity is a natural part of women's sexuality and reflects the complex nature of sexual desire. This also means that women might not fit neatly into labels when it comes to their sexual orientation. The takeaway here is to embrace this fluidity and not feel confined by labels. Sexuality is a personal journey that can evolve over time. Fact for 6. Women's sexuality is more influenced by social and cultural factors. While biology plays a role in shaping sexual desire, women's sexuality is also heavily influenced by social and cultural factors. Society's expectations, norms, and messages about what it means to be a sexual woman can all impact how a woman experiences her sexuality. For example, women who grow up in more conservative cultures may feel shame or guilt around their sexual desires, which can affect their ability to fully embrace their sexuality. On the other hand, women who feel empowered by their sexual identity are more likely to experience positive sexual relationships. The key takeaway here is that understanding the impact of social and cultural factors on women's sexuality can help create a more supportive and open environment for sexual expression. Myths and misconceptions about women's sexuality. Let's bust some common myths about women's sexuality that might be holding you back from understanding yourself or your partner better. Myth number 1. Women don't think about sex as much as men. It's a common stereotype that men think about sex all the time, while women rarely do. But research suggests that this is far from the truth. While men might think about sex more frequently on average, women also have a healthy amount of sexual thoughts and fantasies. The difference is that women might be less likely to express these thoughts openly due to social conditioning or fear of judgment. But rest assured, women's minds are just as active when it comes to sex. Myth number 2. Women aren't visual when it comes to sexual attraction. Another myth is that women aren't as visually oriented as men when it comes to sexual attraction. While it's true that women might place more emphasis on emotional and personality traits, visual stimuli can still play a significant role in women's sexual arousal. Women, like men, can be turned on by what they see, whether it's the sight of their partner, a romantic setting, or even erotic imagery. So, don't underestimate the power of visual cues in a woman's sexual experience. Myth number 3. Women are naturally less interested in casual sex. It's often assumed that women are less interested in casual sex than men, but this isn't necessarily true. Research shows that women's interest in casual sex can be influenced by a variety of factors, including their current life stage, cultural background, and personal experiences. What's more, when women feel safe, respected, and confident in their sexuality, they are just as likely to enjoy casual encounters as men. The key is that women often prioritize the quality of the experience over the quantity of partners. How to cultivate a healthy sexual relationship. Now that we've explored some mind-blowing facts about women's sexuality, let's talk about how you can use this knowledge to cultivate a healthy, fulfilling sexual relationship. Tip number 1. Prioritize communication. Communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, and this is especially true when it comes to sex. Don't be afraid to talk openly about your desires, boundaries, and fantasies. The more you communicate, the better you and your partner can understand each other's needs. Remember, communication isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. Make sure you're creating a space where both you and your partner feel heard and respected. Tip number 2. Embrace exploration. Sexuality is a journey, and there's always room for exploration. Whether it's trying new things in the bedroom, reading up on sexual health, or simply taking the time to understand your own desires, Exploration is key to keeping the spark alive. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and try something new, whether it's experimenting with different types of foreplay, exploring your fantasies, or even discussing your sexual boundaries and preferences. Embracing exploration can lead to a more fulfilling and exciting sex life. Tip number 3. Focus on emotional connection. As we mentioned earlier, emotional intimacy is crucial for women's sexual satisfaction. Take the time to build and maintain a strong emotional bond with your partner. This could be through regular date nights, meaningful conversations, or simply spending quality time together. When you focus on nurturing your emotional connection, you'll find that your physical intimacy will naturally deepen as well. Remember, a strong emotional bond can make sex more enjoyable and fulfilling for both partners. Conclusion. So, there you have it. Some mind-blowing facts about women's sexuality that might just change the way you think about sex. Understanding the complexities of women's desires, the importance of emotional intimacy, and the myths that surround female sexuality can lead to healthier, more satisfying relationships. Remember, sexuality is a personal and evolving journey. Whether you're exploring your own desires or seeking to understand your partner better, the key is to stay open, curious, and communicative. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with others who might benefit from it, and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the world of psychology and relationships. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.